Hey, Central Coast, this is Scott Van Pelt. You're listening to Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy here on ESPN Radio 1280.
Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to go to iTunes, subscribe to our podcast. You'll get weekly downloads. We break our podcast into 6 segments, so it's nice and short, just like people like it with short attention spans. You get little segments, little bites here and there. So go to iTunes, subscribe to Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy today. You can also catch us on other platforms, iHeartRadio, Stitcher. What else?
Simple Radio.
Simple Radio is another one. Just kind of goes on and on and on and on. You can always listen to us online at espnradio1280.com and also in Bakersfield on their streaming network, as a lot of people do all over the world. You want to call the show right now, 805-595-3776. If you like playing a little Caddyshack trivia, you'll win just for playing, but you got to call us, 805-595-3776. Got rounds of golf to Paso Robles Golf Club. Dave Shimano's offered to do a combine with Flight Scope down at Monarch Dunes. I can give away a lesson with me up at Paso Robles Golf Club, 805-238-4722. And anybody listening, if you got a group, you want to bring them over to the Paso Robles Golf Club, give me a call. Would love to have you guys come play. Check out the course. Get a group over to Paso Robles Golf Club, 805-238-4722. Again, phone number here, call 595-3776. Well,
I can come to your event and yell, smash potatoes.
Smash potatoes. There we go.
Oh, had another member make a comment about your course the
Oh,
other
really?
day. He went up last week before, something
nice.
like that. And he said, oh, man, he just had so much fun.
Awesome.
And he loved the course was in perfect condition. So
Yeah, thank you. It's in really, really good shape. Nikki and I yesterday, we tried to do our weekly lesson on Fridays, and with her rotator cuff surgery and then trying to get back into things, we've been doing an awful lot of putting. So we've had to become really creative with how the lessons have gone, because we had a couple 2-hour putting sessions, they were fine. It was good, but after a couple times, it's like, how are you going to mix it up?
Yeah.
So we had been thinking, let's do this. And finally yesterday, we're like, okay, let's get out on the golf course. So we went on the course. I took my clubs. I honestly hadn't been on the course to play for probably over a month, just because of how busy it is in the summer, not on purpose. And so we decided, let's go down. I got a new wedge and stuff. So we went to about 100 yards, 100 yards out, hit an even amount of balls onto the green. So on the first couple shots, I'm trying to get it close to the pin. And then I spread them around the green. Land them on the green. Then we get up to the green. She has her putter, I have mine, and she went first. So you pick the balls closest and work your way out. And Nikki came up with it. She said, okay, let's do 2 points for if you make the putt, 1 point if you 2-putt, and then 0 points if you 3-putt. So we did that for 5 holes yesterday, and I was worn out, man.
It's a great game,
I had
though.
a lot of balls.
There's a lot of strategy, too.
It was good. It was great practice for me, too, which was really nice, because I got to practice my wedges in, and I hit a drive here and there. Didn't play like a full hole technically. But if you guys are out there and you've got a pro that you work with, and I don't know, obviously golf courses are all different, but you could probably ask your pro to go do something like that on the course. The nice thing is we're changing up. We
Late
talked about,
no
4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. But we were the cool thing was we're changing up every hole. The green's different.
Yeah.
So we were talking about earlier about in golf how things change, how the course changes, the greens change, and when you're practicing putting, like we have been on that practice green at Paso Robles Golf Club, which is really big. It's nice, but after a while,
that's a beautiful green.
After a while, you're doing the same putts over and over and over and over, no matter how big it is. So it was what I found interesting as we're going to the different holes, there were definitely greens that suited each one of us.
Yeah.
And you could tell by the points and the thing. So, for you, hole number 11 at Paso, the pin was in the back, so it was kind of this upslope with a slight turn. And I think it actually did it do more of a left to right or right to left turn? I can't remember.
It was a right to left.
But she can one from 35 feet.
Yeah.
And then we got to hole 12, and I made a handful
You
of
made
them.
3 from a long way out.
And the funny thing, Dave, and I was going to ask you about this, I made them on putt types that I don't like my eye doesn't see.
Really?
It's that hit it out there and just kind of it just fades slightly to the right and then dies into the hole kind of putt.
Oh, I hate that putt.
And as a right-handed player, that just find that really, really hard to just kind of let the stroke stay square.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of want to you just kind of hang on to that
You just shove
sucker.
it dead
and,
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of cool being
Yeah.
able to actually do well on the putt like that. But there's some strategy to it as
Yeah.
well. you know?
That's the thing. I mean, we didn't have to pick the ball that was closest
no,
if we
you
didn't want
have to. That's true.
So-
you didn't have to.
So there was a strategy of which ball do I want to choose for a number of reasons. Like I remember there were the 2 balls right together. And
Yes.
I was not going to choose one of the 2 balls right together until you did, because that way I could look at your putt.
I was thinking
So
the same
things like
thing.
that,
That's so funny. That
It was
good.
fun, though.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And then we did one putt at the end. I said, okay, we'll see who's by the drink. And so you had to turn your back, Dave, and it was on 18, which has the big slope on it.
Mm-hmm.
And Nikki hits the putt, and then I'm standing there. I turn around. It's like 2 feet, 3 feet from the hole. And this putt's like probably a 60-foot putt. I'm like,
From up on
beautiful.
top of the
yeah.
ridge.
So I'm like, oh, I guess I know who's buying the drinks. But it was a good way to end the day. It was good. It was really good. Do you have any games like that for putting, Dave?
I heard one the other day. It was pretty good. Get about a 30 or 40 footer, and or wait a minute, no, that wasn't it. Set yourself out at. I think this came from Mickelson. Set yourself ball at 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, and so forth, out to about 50 feet, and lay a club down about a foot and a half behind the hole. And
Oh, yeah.
it was a neat drill because it was mostly about speed control, and it was a point system. If you lagged it up short of the hole, you got 0 points.
Ah,
Even if it's a half an inch short of the hole,
yeah.
you got 0 points. If you got it, if you lagged it too far and hit the club laying down behind the hole, you got 0 points. If you make it, you got 2, I think it was. And if you put it in the zone between the hole and the club, you
What-
got a point.
Which is behind the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We should
Interesting.
play that.
So
I like
it
that.
had a chance of going in, but it wasn't so far where it hit the club, and it
Yeah.
could have rolled out. It's good speed control.
I
thought.
bet
was
that
pretty
drill
impressed
would
by it.
be challenging for me because I tend to be a lag putter sometimes, especially the longer ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know-
come up an inch short
I'm not
of
a
the hole.
go. I'm not a go past the hole guy on the long ones usually.
Hole's bigger when you just lag it up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
You got a bigger target.
I heard a really good drill for putting where you space out, I don't know, 60 yards or whatever, and then you try to hit the first putt short, and then you try to hit every one longer than the last one, and then you have to count how many balls you hit. So the most number of putts you can get before you're out of the court. So just a little longer, a little longer, a little longer, a little longer, a little longer.
Wow.
Yeah.
A
The,
good-
the court or the green?
Well, you know what I mean. It's
Well,
kind of a setup
Yeah.
court because you.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
A good one for short putts. Get a break-in putt, left, right, left, doesn't make any difference, and practice where the ball goes in the hole. Do you have it just
Oh,
drop
that's
in
nice.
the high side, which is a lagging type putt,
Yeah.
or do you have it go in the front of the hole where you hit it nice and firm, and you go back and forth and back, and that's another good speed control drill.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
You know, I heard one too, kind of like that, where you take 2 skewers and you put it on the line of a breaking putt so that you're lined up outside of the cup because it's going to break. And you tie a cord from the top of the skewers. And so you put your putter right underneath that cord so you can see that the putter's lined up on the line and you can watch the ball go. And it stops you from like looking at the hole instead of looking at the point where you're really trying to stay on that
Billy
line.
and I used to do something like that with twine,
The string game.
the string game when
Oh,
we were
that's a
at
good one,
Avila.
yeah.
I got to get this in real quick. We just had our winners from the hanger contest. It was Steve Felton, Jack Earhart, and Dirk Lorente. They won the hanger from thehanger.com. We have another contest going on right now that I got to get out there. It's the Orange Whip wedge. So if you guys go to golftalkradio.com, there's a trivia form right down on the middle of the homepage on the left-hand side. Fill out the trivia form. It's absolutely free, no purchase necessary. At the end of September, we're going to draw at least one winner, possibly two, for the Orange Whip wedge. It's $129 value. You can find out more at orangewhiptrainer.com or visit golftalkradio.com. Nikki and David, thank you very much for a very fun show.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week. Be good. Enjoy watching the rest of the PGA Championship.
Bye.
Subscribe to Golf Talk Radio at iTunes. See you later, guys.
Smash, but